If you are a high-achieving woman and the weight around your middle has become harder and harder to lose, even though you are eating well and staying active. If that's you, I need you to stay with me for the next few minutes because what I'm about to share with you is going to change the way you see your body completely. This is not about eating less. This is not about doing more. And it is absolutely not about willpower. What is keeping that belly fat stuck actually has a name, and the name is cortisol. Now, before I get into this, let me tell you why I am talking to you about this. And I'm not just telling you what everyone else is telling you. Eat less, work out more, just eat salad, or cut completely food groups. I grew up watching my mom and my granny in constant diets. Treats for me as a kid were apples, and when I got a real treat, it came with a warning. Be careful with that. So I learned that food was something to fear and manage, not something to enjoy or actually to give the fuel that your body needs to function. But 16, I was so desperate to feel free about this food craziness around myself. Then I started eating absolutely everything I wanted, and sometimes even the things that I didn't want. I became bulimic. And I didn't stop until one day I passed out. I'm grateful that scared me enough to stop that behavior, but it didn't fix the root. At 19, something super exciting happened. I was scouted by a modeling agency, but it was humiliating. They would wait me in front of everyone, and I was so thin back then that you could count my ribs, and still it wasn't good enough. At the same time, my mommy got diagnosed with cancer. I was carrying university, I was carrying the stress of being skinnier and watching my mom fight for her life all at once. When my mommy passed, my body completely changed almost overnight. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. The only thing I was doing at the time was crying, and I gained weight rapidly. Every doctor told me the same thing. You're eating too much. Eat less, move more. No one of them tried to look deeper. Eventually, one doctor gave me a pill for insulin resistance and then another one for hypothyroidism. And with that pill also came the words that broke me. This is your life now. Just get used to it. But I refused to accept that. I became obsessed with understanding the body. I trained as a certified holistic nutritionist. I did the work on myself first. I figured it out. I am 48 now, and I genuinely feel and look better than I did in my 20s. And not because of perfect diet, by the way, but because I finally understood what my body needed. So let's talk about cortisol properly. Cortisol is your stress hormone. Your body produces it in the morning as normal to wake you up, but also when it feels under threat. Now, the problem, your body cannot tell the difference between being chased by a tiger and being stressed at work or skipping meals or grief. To your body, stress is stress. And when cortisol stays elevated, it tells your body to store fat, specifically visceral fat, that is the one that sits around your organs, the kind that feels impossible to lose. It disrupts your sleep, so that waking up at 3 in the morning, yeah, that's that. And poor sleep raises cortisol even further. It is a loop. So as you see, this have nothing to do with willpower. This is biology. Now, cortisol has a partner, insulin. When your blood sugar spikes, your body releases insulin to bring it down. When insulin is constantly high, your body stays in fat storage mode. It cannot convert the fat that is already stored into energy because insulin is blocking it. Even experts like Andrew Huberman have spoken about how chronic stress and disrupted sleep directly affects fat storage. And this is exactly what was happening to Kat. She spent 6 years trying to figure out what happened, why her body wouldn't release the extra weight after her last child. She was consistent, she was disciplined, and still nothing lasted. In a couple of months of working together, Kat released 15 pounds. But what she talks about the most is how her energy came back, how she doesn't feel bloated anymore, and how easy it felt. And also, of course, that she doesn't have cravings anymore. She loved that. So this is the thing. She stopped the war she had with her body. We didn't get stricter. We just gave her body what was actually asking for. So how do you start? Shift 1, stabilize blood sugar. Start with protein, at least 30 grams each meal, 3 meals. Let's cut the snacking. That's not good for us. Just this shift is going to stop the morning crashes. Shift 2, support your nervous system. Love, your body will not release fat until it feels safe. How we accomplish this? Slow eating, walking after our meals, eating protein with each meal, protecting your sleep. And yes, we can use nervous system regulation tools as well, like box breathing, tapping, or even humming. Shift 3, we need to fill up nutritional gaps. Most women I work with are actually undernourishing their bodies. And if your body doesn't have the raw materials to work, your metabolism slows down to protect you. A body that is not in a scarcity does not need to hold fat. It releases it. If this video clicked for you today, if you thought, yeah, it's like Selena is talking to me or about me, let's do something. Share this information with that friend that you're always talking about the next diet, the next workout, that partner that you guys support each other in this journey. Let's help her understand this too.